Hello everybody, my name is Bobble Hat Boy and welcome to another Bobble Hat Boy video. In today's video I'm going to be talking all about the new for 2023 dark ride at the Alton Towers resort, and that is The Curse at Alton Manor. Now today's ride review episode is going to be slightly different than the previous ones, as on the previous ones I've gone deep into what all the rooms were like. As The Curse at Alton Manor has a lot more rooms than any of the previous ride reviews, I won't be doing that, but going through scenes that I particularly enjoyed and thought were very good. Starting off, let's talk about the queue and the area around Gloomy Wood now. The old jewel facade has been completely darkened up a bit, I guess you could say, and it's now like very green and it looks very good. Here's a picture on screen now. And in the surrounding area of Gloomy Wood, there's lots of signs like this Alton Manor sign, and signs around saying like estate agents with lots of Easter eggs, like this one about John Wardley, the original ride designer from 1992. The old crypt that used to be above that grave thing where that zombie with a blaster was for Jewel has been moved as the entrance, which I think looks very good. Once you get into the queue, you see the story of the Alton family, which is very well told in a rhyme sort of way. As you can see, some shots that I recorded of the queue going on right now. And then once you get inside, it's very different to Jewel, but also very much the same. A lot of the Jewel things have just been covered over, like the paintings, and now it's said as like a estate agent showroom. It's kind of, yeah, an open house, I think it is, and it's very nice. The pre-show is currently going to be on screen. It's very cool. I very much like it. Tells you the story and how Emily went a bit berserk. Then we get onto the ride where it's all like the station is very much set out for a party, as the story suggests. Lots of parties. It says New Year's Eve, and some of the wallpapers torn down, and of course there is not the very great line, voiceover thing that was this.
Please don't touch your blaster until the safety bar has lowered.
Although, of course, I did personally say to not touch your blasters because it was just a great line. Then you go round. This is very much the same as Jewel until you get to the banqueting hall sort of section, where there used to be that big green monster thing that would turn around and come, which will probably be on screen now. That is no longer there, which I'm very sad about because I did like that thing. But, you know, it's no longer there. And now at the end, there's Emily like pointing at you, and you go through and there's footsteps going up, and that's very cool. I very much like that. And in the next room is very much different to what it was for Jewel and the Haunted House, where it's like the mouth of hell or whatever, which looked like this. Now it's like I can't really describe it. It's basically just like you're going into the fireplace, which is pretty similar to a mouth of hell, I guess, but you're going into the fireplace, and the trommel actually works. It's crazy. If you ever went on it as Jewel, the spinny tunnel thing never worked. It now does work, and at the end there's like a clock that rotates, and it is so trippy, it's crazy. Continuing on, there's a scene called the hide and seek scene. I can let this be because it's very dark. It's a very dark room. There's absolutely nothing in it really, just some speakers. I can let that one be, but the other dark room I can't let be because it's a bit boring. But I shall not talk about that right now, as that is later on in the ride. After this hide and seek thing, there's a room with Emily's perfect family, and then you go into the attic, which I can show you photos about because they released photos of this room many months ago now, and it looks very nice. I do like it. And this is where the spider room used to be, where it said, "Are you scared of spiders?" And it does actually still have that. The huge spider is still there, and it's very cool. Then you go into probably one of the best things on the attraction. It's the mirror room, where there's mirrors on one side of you, and you can see you, and then you continue along, and then you're all gone, and there's Emily in the cart instead of you. I do know how it's done, but it is very clever. I very much like it. And you you continue round, and you go into the next dark room, which I can't let be. I don't like it. They can fill that up, but I'll let them be with a hide and seek room, because that's hide and seek, but there's just nothing in this room. Then there's like a garden room, but continuing after that, you go into the doll's house, which is the finale, really. You go into this big doll's house, and this is the area that's changed the most since Duel. You can see some pictures on here, and if you don't want to know the finale, skip a few, like 20 seconds, because you go round and then you see this huge Emily Alton, like trying to grab you or something. This huge Emily head, and it's crazy. And then you go round and onto the offload section after that, where you go down and all the hallways are very dark, and it has like UV paint everywhere. I'm pretty sure Merlin got a bulk buy UV paint deal, because Ghost Train has this too, quite a lot of it. So there you go, that is the Curse of Alton Manor. You then exit into the shop, which is a better configuration than Jewel Shop, Spooks R Us, if you are really interested in shops. But what did you think of the Curse of Alton Manor? I'd absolutely love to know. I personally would rate it probably about a 9 out of 10. It is basically perfection, but there's too many blank spaces for it to be perfection. If they fix up that second dark spaced room, I will let it be. But currently, as it is just a dark room. But yeah, that is my humble opinion on the Curse of Alton Manor. I know it's been very mixed by some people, but most people have absolutely loved it, and I am in that category. I very much like it. And I much prefer it to Jewel. That was in a sorry state at the end of its life. And I very much like not having a blaster, because you can actually take in the sets instead of just going pew pew pew. Now, before I end this video, I do just want to say that a few days ago, on the 4th of August 2023, John Broome did sadly pass away. This was the person who established Alton Towers as a theme park today, and is the reason I really like theme parks, because if it wasn't for him, Corkscrew wouldn't have been put in, and Alton Towers wouldn't be a theme park, and there wouldn't be an amazing place that we all love today. So I send my condolences to his family and friends. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have you ridden the Curse of Alton Manor? I'd absolutely love to know. And I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.